Hello guys, Oliver James here with Smackdown Live, my live stream. But obviously, it's like a minute or two until Smackdown Live gets underway. I'll just recap on what happened last night on Monday Night Raw. The Undertaker returned to help Roman Reigns by attacking Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre halfway through the match. So that is something that Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre are going to probably address tonight. Kofi Kingston is also going to address what happened with Samoa Joe attacking him as well. That's probably going to happen, and I want to know: will we see Bray Wyatt? Will we see actually Aleister Black do something? Will we see Buddy Murphy? Just some questions that I would love to see. Because look, Stomping Grounds was actually my pay-per-view. The only problem was that there was no Intercontinental Championship, so they're basically making Finn Balor just look like someone who just will not defend his title at all, which I think is a load of crap, because Finn Balor would defend his title anyway, and the most plausible one to either defend it against or to take it from is, or to take it from him is Andrade. Andrade, fantastic wrestler Andrade is, fantastic in-ring ability Andrade and Finn Balor both have got, to be honest with you, and but something has to be done about it tonight anyway, or today anyway. So, well, anyway, SmackDown Live is on its way to us here. Will we see Nakamura? Because we know Rusev is taking a little bit of time off. Are we going to see Rusev today? I don't know. Well, Rusev we won't, but maybe Shinsuke Nakamura. No idea. The 24/7 Championship is bound to be yet another potential entertaining thing for us on the show today. But that's probably about it. What is next for Bayley and her SmackDown Women's Championship? Anyway, but this is from last night.
We're going to find out exactly whose shard it is, and it's mine!
And then obviously Drew and Shane just started the beat down on Roman Reigns. Steel steps, Claymore, spear. Two Claymores. And then he went to do a coast to coast until this. The Undertaker returned. This was last night. The Undertaker returned to help out Roman Reigns. Choke slam there on Shane. Then he cleared a big kick to Drew. Lots of strikes. Floored him. Clotheslined him out to the ring. And clotheslined Shane out of the ring. But that was last night. So it is confirmed for Extreme Rules. Roman Reigns and The Undertaker against Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre. Oh. Oh. Shane McMahon not happy after what happened last night, and here come the New Day. Well, here come the New Day on the way to the ring. So I guess, well, look, Shane has already opened up SmackDown, saying that he is pissed off with what happened last night, and now Kofi and the New Day are opening up SmackDown Live they are on their way to the ring. That was at Stomping Grounds on Sunday when he retained against Dolph Ziggler. Oh, it is confirmed. Kofi Kingston against Samoa Joe at Extreme Rules for the WWE Championship. Now, what does Kofi have to say? Was Samoa Joe attacking Kofi Kingston last night? So obviously it has been confirmed that Samoa Joe will face Kofi Kingston at Extreme Rules for the WWE Championship, and then Joe adding insult to injury by putting him in the Coquina clutch last night on Raw. Are you joking? Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler is still here. We don't want to see Dolph Ziggler in the title picture again. But no one wants to see it. Oh no. Don't add him into it. Don't let him beat Kofi. It's a 2 out of 3 falls match. I can see Dolph Ziggler becoming. I can see. Oh, here come Rowan and Daniel Bryan on their way. Did they just again lift up something from the Firefly Funhouse as Rowan and Bryan were walking past? It looked like it because some sort of puppet then just literally just poked them itself out. Just literally poked itself up above well, away from Bryan and Rowan then, and as they were walking towards the ring for their match against the New Day. Must have been a puppet with just a. Yeah, man, a puppet. Puppet was just there. So, yeah, man. So, yeah, man, a puppet was just, well, just poked itself up, you know. But, when that was a interesting first segment ish. So, Dolph Ziggler, if he beats Kofi Kingston tonight in a 2 out of 3 falls match, he will be added to the Kofi Kingston versus Samoa Joe match at Extreme Rules. Why are WWE doing this? Why? Move him on from Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler, he doesn't need to be feuding with Kofi. Let it be Kofi versus Samoa Joe. That's good enough. Or unless they're writing Dolph and Ziggler out of it tonight by having him lose to to Kofi in this 2 out of 3 falls match. But they just cannot have Dolph Ziggler in this match at Extreme Rules. You know, Stomping Grounds was not a bad pay-per-view. It was not a bad pay-per-view at all. You know, Stomping Grounds was actually an A-OK pay-per-view. It really, really was, in my opinion. It wasn't that bad. So I thought maybe from then you can then hopefully go a bit upwards. But Extreme Rules is already looking like a bullshit pay-per-view. You know, Rollins and Lynch against Evans and Corbin in a winner-takes-all intergender tag team match. And then you got Roman Reigns and The Undertaker against Drew McIntyre and Shane McMahon. That one is going to be average. And then Kofi Kingston versus Samoa Joe. And Kofi Kingston against Samoa Joe at Extreme Rules was actually going to be a good match. But now, if Dolph Ziggler beats Kofi tonight in a 2 out of 3 falls match, it's going to be a triple threat match. And that is not what has to happen. You know, they can't make Extreme Rules a bad pay-per-view. Stomping Grounds was actually not a bad pay-per-view. But so far, they're making Extreme Rules look like an absolute bullshit pay-per-view. Having Rollins and Lynch defend their titles as a mixed tag team against Lacey Evans and Corbin, who should not be in the title picture at all. Not a chance. But anyway, welcome back. Smackdown Live here now. Whoa. Okay. If he wins, oh, there is Elias backstage outside Shane McMahon's office.
Hey, Dad. No, actually, I'm working on something. I'm gonna keep one playing. Okay. Just try that guitar one more time. Sure, the dark side. You tell Shane we want to set some 6 feet under Extreme Rules. They've been out here some I say I'm tired of it.
Are they joking? Yet another 2 out of 3 falls match. They're trying to do this to accommodate the like the advert where there's not going to be any wrestling. So then they will probably put the adverts on in the middle of each fall, which it makes sense. But then just having every week those 2 out of 3 falls matches is just going to be stupid. And Hamaza Alhian, hello there. Welcome to the stream. So yes, hello and welcome to the stream. If you currently like the stream at the minute, give the stream a thumbs up, and you can also subscribe to the channel. So Rowan and Brian are in the ring in a tag team match against the New Day. So Xavier Woods is starting off against Daniel Bryan. Good drop kick there from Xavier Woods, going for a near fall and kick out at 1 or 2. That was from Daniel Bryan. Rowan tags in. Kick out at 2. Here comes Daniel Bryan. Oh, knee to the back of the neck. Now Rowan's tagged back in here. They are just decimating Xavier Woods. Absolutely decimating him. Oh, Woods is trying some offense. Oh, Rowan catches him. The tag team champs there are rolling. Absolutely rolling. They are indeed. As we go into a commercial break, Eric Rowan and Daniel Bryan are on top of that tag team match against the New Day. So yeah, Kofi Kingston, the New Day opened up SmackDown, got interrupted by Dolph Ziggler, who now faces Kofi Kingston tonight in a 2 out of 3 falls match. And the stipulation is that if Dolph Ziggler beats Kofi Kingston tonight, then Dolph Ziggler gets added and Dolph Ziggler gets added into the match at Extreme Rules. So yeah, so that's that for now. So yes, so obviously if Dolph Ziggler beats Kofi King tonight in a 2 out of 3 falls match, then he is added into the match at Extreme Rules with Kofi and Samoa Joe. And also Elias faces The Miz tonight as well in a 2 out of 3 falls match. And if he comes through that, he faces Shane McMahon. Absolute joke. Absolute joke that Shane is just stealing all of the TV time.
Men's women take on Australia as the Ashes One Days get underway. Live only on Sky Sports. Sky still really good reasons to stay on this tune.
Well, yeah, welcome back. Smackdown Live is about to get back underway. Big E, oh my word. What a move. And a bird belly to belly. Big E's on a roll. Oh, knees up from Bryan. He's got him in the label lock. Is Big E gonna tap out? Is Big E about to tap out here to Daniel Bryan? Xavier Woods saving the matchup. Now in comes Rowan. Throws Xavier Woods out of the ring. This match is getting exciting now. The no yes kicks from Bryan. Here we go. Oh, what a reversal from Big E. Midnight Hour on Bryan. 1, 2, 3. The New Day have pinned Bryan and Rowan with the Midnight Hour. Absolutely fantastic from the New Day. They have just pinned Bryan and Rowan with the midnight hour. Unbelievable. What a reversal from Big E. Gets him up for the midnight hour. And Woods pins Bryan. Which, oh my word! The New Day attacked from behind again. This time by Owens and Zayn. And Rowan's even joining in. It's now a 3-on-2 beatdown. Heavy Machinery are out to save the New Day. Now we're probably going to get a tag team match now. Tucker, what a move! And Otis takes down Sami Zayn. Rowan takes down Otis. Tucker, big kick to Rowan. Xavier Woods kick to Rowan. Big E clears house. Heavy Machinery standing tall against Heavy Machinery coming out to help the New Day, and then they stand tall by clearing the ring. So we can probably see now a 8-man tag team match happening. So yeah, man, we will probably see an 8-man tag team match happening now because the New Day have just beaten the SmackDown Tag Team Champions with the Midnight Hour. And Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn attacked the New Day whilst they were celebrating in the ring from behind. And then Rowan got involved, and then it turned into a 3-on-2 beatdown. And then Heavy Machinery came out to help the New Day, so I can now see it turning into an 8-man tag team match coming up next. I can guarantee that. So, yeah. Yeah, so I do reckon Heavy Machinery and the New Day are going to be in a tag team match now against Rowan, Bryan, Owens, and Sami Zayn. Which means this is frustrating. As this is going to be frustrating, as it's going to nearly take up an hour of a 2-hour pay-per-view. Well, not pay-per-view, but a 2-hour show. Because I think that match was probably about 10, 15 minutes? Not even that. Then this probably 8-man tag team match is probably going to take like about probably about another 5 or 10 minutes. But no, they'll probably make the New Day lose, which, I mean, you're thinking, why make them win a tag team match? Just have Owens and Zayn come out and attack them. Then they have an 8-man tag team match. It just doesn't make sense. It just wouldn't make sense if that is the case, if they have an 8-man tag team match with the New Day and Heavy Machinery against Daniel Bryan, Rowan, Owens and Zayn. It just won't make sense if it is an 8-man tag team match. You know, just yeah. Yeah, of course it has been made into an 8-man tag team match. Of course it has. It was always going to be made into one. It was always going to be an 8-man tag team match. This was always going to turn into one. This is a joke. This is an absolute joke. You know, well, it is all the heels all over heavy machinery at the moment. The heels are absolutely destroying Tucker of the heavy machinery. Superplex off the top rope to Tucker. And the New Day saving the matchup. Oh! What a clothesline by Tucker. Otis against Sami Zayn here. Whoa. Kevin Owens? Is Kevin Owens walking off from Sami Zayn? What a move from Otis. Now in comes Tucker, but yeah, Kevin Owens walked away. He walked away from his tag team match. He seemed so unhappy. And Heavy Machinery pinned Sami Zayn. But yeah, Kevin Owens just walked away. Kevin Owens walked away. So Heavy Machinery and the New Day beat Zayn, Owens, Rowan, and Bryan. But I mean, midway through, when Otis was absolutely beating beating down Zayn, Kevin Owens just walked away. He just walked off. So tonight, Bailey against Nikki Cross. If Nikki wins, Alexa receives a rematch at Extreme Rules. There was no one from Firefly Funhouse behind The Miz there tonight. No. So yeah, the Heavy Machinery and the New Day beat Daniel Bryan and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Well, I mean, Tucker got the pin on Sami Zayn, but but I mean, midway through that match when Otis was absolutely hammering Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens walks away. What a development that is! What a huge development that was. So yeah, Kevin Owens walks out on Sami Zayn. Zayn gets pinned. They lose. So up next is The Miz versus Elias in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Like I asked earlier, are we going to see Bray Wyatt tonight? Are we going to see Aleister Black? Buddy Murphy? I don't think we will see Bray Wyatt. I don't think we will see Aleister Black. I don't think we will see Buddy Murphy. I'd love to. I'd love to see at least one of them. And obviously, I don't mean seeing Aleister Black in a little backstage promo saying, "Oh, someone just walked through the door. Someone just knocked on this door." I mean him in an actual match. And obviously, Buddy Murphy was meant to have been promoted from like 205 Live to join SmackDown Live ages ago, but he didn't. and Bray Wyatt has been the best thing on WWE TV in 9 weeks. You know, all of his Firefly Funhouse things were amazing. But is he going to make his comeback tonight on SmackDown Live? Or are they going to save him for next week on Monday Night Raw? You know, so I mean, look, I'd love to see Bray tonight. Ain't gonna happen. Love to see Alistair. Probably won't happen. But anyway, next will be The Miz against Elias, who is a part of the Omni Shane. You know, Mr. Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre. Little faction. And here comes The Miz. Well, here comes Shane. Here comes Elias.
Be the first time ever that the dead man and the big dog were ever tagged together.
It'll probably be the first and the last time that the Big Dog and Roman teamed together. Well, anyway, here we go. The Miz against Elias. 2 out of 3 falls match. Drift away from Elias. 1-0 Elias. Now as we go to a break, Elias is one up against The Miz in a 2 out of 3. In a 2 out of 3 falls match. So Elias one up. Just needs one more fall, does Elias. Elias just needs one more fall to beat The Miz, but I can probably see The Miz coming back to win this one. To probably win this 2-1. So yeah. Because obviously I would be streaming it off. I would be streaming today off my other WWE Weekly brand new channel that I've made, but it takes 24 hours for me to be able to do an actual live stream. So when I've had to stream it on my main YouTube account here today. So yeah. Taru Nanu, hi bro, what's up? Hello. Not much is up, mate. Just streaming Smackdown Live. Everything alright with you, bro? So during this commercial break, it's a 2 out of 3 falls match between The Miz and Elias got the first fall with a drift away off a distraction from Shane O'Mac. So yeah, the second fall will begin after the commercial break of The Miz against Elias. Elias taking the first fall. A distraction from Shane O'Mac on The Miz allowed Elias to counter The Miz's attempt to jump off the top rope. Then he hits him with a drift away for the first fall out of one of two 2 out of 3 falls matches tonight here on SmackDown Live. As there's no implications on this one, but there is implications on the main event of Kofi Kingston against Dolph Ziggler. And if Ziggler wins the 2 out of 3 falls match, then he's added to the WWE Championship match at Extreme Rules, which would then become a triple threat match. That's not what anyone wants to see. No one wants to see a triple threat match between Dolph Ziggler and Kofi Kingston. And Samoa Joe, obviously, no one wants to see it. It would be an absolute joke. So yeah. Elias so far is all over The Miz. His fans chanting, "Let's go, Miz." Well, I mean, Raw last night was all right, but this so far has been a bit of a poor showing. Because, look, man, I can probably see about maybe 2 or 3 more matches happening. Obviously, Bailey, Nikki Cross, 2 out of 3 falls main event between Kofi Kingston and Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler wins. Then the match at Extreme Rules will now be a triple threat match, which is something that WWE should not do. If they make the match at Extreme Rules between Kofi Kingston and Kofi Kingston and Samoa Joe, a triple threat match by adding in Dolph Ziggler, it's going to be an absolute disgrace. It will be an absolute disgrace. Now the Miz is fighting back here. Goal crossing finale. No. Elias rolls him through. DDT by the Miz. And Elias kicks out at 2. It was basically using the Daniel Bryan yes kicks in out on Elias. Goal crushing finale, which we all saw, and it's going to be 1-1. Miz disqualification, second fall. It's a 2-on-1 attack now. Shane and Elias on the Miz. Is anyone gonna come out and help the Miz? Probably not. Probably not here.
Stop this abuse.
Well, no one is going to even come out and help the Miz here. But I called it before. Miz is going to win this 2-1, or it's going to be called off. The Miz is going to kick out of this, or roll through, or counter. No, he doesn't. And Elias wins 2-1 against The Miz. But yeah, Elias wins the 2 out of 3 falls match because him and Shane both attacked The Miz. Now they're looking. Now they are going to go back down and attack The Miz again. He's up there about to do coast to coast. Is the lights going to go black again? No. No one's going to interrupt him this time. No one is. No one helped The Miz tonight. And then Shane goes up top and hits a coast to coast on The Miz. Oh, it's Shinsuke Nakamura! And he wants the Intercontinental Championship. It's going to be Nakamura against Finn Balor. The Miz is still in the ring. Absolutely struggling. He is absolutely struggling here. 2 out of 3 falls match between Kofi Kingston and Ziggler. If Ziggler wins, he is added to the WWE Championship match at Extreme Rules, which would make it a triple threat match between Kofi Kingston, Samoa Joe, and Dolph Ziggler. That's only if Ziggler beats Kofi tonight. And next is Bayley against Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross wins, Alexa Bliss gets her rematch. So yeah, next is Nikki Cross against Bayley. If Nikki Cross wins, Alexa Bliss gets her SmackDown Live rematch against Bayley. That's only if Nikki Cross wins. So if you have just missed it, Elias beats The Miz in a 2 out of 3 falls match. It went 1-0 to Elias with a drift away. Then a disqualification win for The Miz after Shane O'Mac and Elias beat down The Miz for 1-1. And then before the third fall could even start, Shane O'Mac and Elias just beat him down again and made it easy pickings for Elias to win 2-1. And then as they were walking up the ramp, they turned around, changed their mind, and Shane O'Mac hit a coast to coast on The Miz, who was then seen being carried out. Of the ring by a referee. But yeah, though, they were then asking, obviously, who is next for Finn Balor and the Intercontinental Championship. After praising Andrade, and then as soon as he praised Andrade, he looked up and his next opponent for the Intercontinental Championship showed up. Just done the little too sweet sign, boom, onto the title, and that turned out to be Shinsuke Nakamura. So are we going to have Nakamura Finn Balor for the IC title at Extreme Rules? And maybe give Nakamura his second championship in the WWE. Because when he was US champion, he didn't really pan out too well, did it really? No. He was rarely even on TV, just like now. But anyway, that match does look like it could happen. Finn Balor against Shinsuke Nakamura could be for the IC title at Extreme Rules. Finn Balor being interviewed backstage, praising Andrade. Then they asked who was next for Finn Balor. As he was about to talk, he looks up. Nakamura walks up to the championship, too sweets the IC title, and walks away. So I think he must be thinking it has to be Shinsuke Nakamura who is next to fight him for the Intercontinental Championship of the world. So yes, it has to be him to fight him for the IC title of the world. But anyway, it's Nikki Cross and Bayley next. With Extreme Rules implications, where Nikki Cross wins, Alexa Bliss gets her rematch.
Robert cooking formless if he beats Bailey tonight.
So here comes Bailey. Bailey and Nikki Cross next. Nikki Cross wins. She wins Alexa Bliss a rematch, which no one wants to see, just like with Dolph Ziggler at Extreme Rules. If he beats Kofi Kingston tonight, no one wants to see that. Nikki Cross, absolutely throwing haymakers at Bailey there. You know, I don't know why they do win this with Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross could have been an absolute psychotic superstar who could have been undefeated for ages. For absolutely ages. But instead they are just ruining yet another good talent. But I don't want to see him Alexa Bliss Bailey again. Just like I didn't want to see Dolph Ziggler in the title picture at Extreme Rules, but I can see him beating Kofi tonight. So then he will be added into that triple threat match. Nikki Cross going up top. Oh, crossbody to Bailey. Bailey kicks out at 2. Exactly. Well, for a 2-hour show, lucky me, for a 2-hour show, there are so many adverts. But as we went into the commercial break, it was Nikki Cross kicking out of a pin attempt from Bailey. But I mean, the only exciting talking point is a little like 30 seconds. 30 seconds to 1 minute backstage promo from Finn Balor, and it's already teased Finn Balor versus Shinsuke Nakamura, which is going to be unbelievable. It is. It's going to be unbelievable. You know, having Dolph Ziggler in a 2 out of 3 falls match against Kofi tonight And if he beats him, he gets added into a match of Extreme Rules. That's not what anyone wants to see. No one wants to see Ziggler win a 2 out of 3 falls match tonight against Kofi and then be added into the triple threat match at Extreme Rules. No one wants to see that. I think maybe at Extreme Rules it will probably be Elias versus The Miz. Which, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing that, but I mean, the rivalries are just getting just so boring because it's just the same ones. Okay, Brian and Rowan against Heavy and Machinery. Now that has got potential, big potential. But I don't want to see Kofi Kingston versus Samoa Joe turn into Kofi Kingston versus Samoa Joe versus Dolph Ziggler. And then obviously you've got to see Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre again team up against Roman Reigns and then The Undertaker. Well, can Nikki Cross earn Alexa Bliss a rematch against Bayley? Which, I mean, it would be stupid if she does. It would be silly if she doesn't. And the running bulldog there from Nikki Cross. And she won't, not yet. Monday Night Raw is from Dallas, Texas next week. Smackdown is from San Antonio, Texas. Oh, Nikki Cross moves as Bayley just tries to suicide dive out of the ring. Oh, and she landed on her kind of shoulder slash back. Pretty hard there, Bayley did. Oh, Nikki Cross kicks out. Oh, kick out again. Cross and Bayley all near falls. Bayley rolls up Nikki Cross. And there's another kick out again by Nikki Cross. A roll up. Oh. Nikki Cross rolls up Bayley and gives Alexa Bliss. She gets Alexa Bliss again.
Fantastic! Yes! Yes!
I would love it if it was a swerve. There's Carmella looking for R-Truth.
Oh, that's right. You're gonna cheat Well, you can't win it all. So that's like something possible. Oh, but actually, okay, watch that. Okay.
Yeah.
I know I deceived you by dressing as Carmen to capture the 24/7 challenge last week on Smackdown on Thursday. Truthfully, making my wedding was my special day. I spent months and months planning, spent thousands and thousands of dollars of my mother-in-law's money to create that special moment of me walking down the aisle as the 24/7 champion. You took that away from me. Then I didn't recapture the championship on Monday Night Raw. I have nothing there. I know you have a heart. There's something. I need to know. You've ruined my life. Hey, man. Sorry. I thought it was Carmella's wedding. Okay. Wanna swallow? It just means that much to you. Go ahead. Get a rep man. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. I know the championship more than you learn your why. I'm even done time.
Huh. Well, that was for the 27 championship. That was there. So Ember Moon is next up against Sonya Deville. And then once that's done, then it's going to be obviously Kofi against Dolph in the main event, a 2 out of 3 falls match that is going to happen. But yeah, the only exciting thing so far about SmackDown Live is a possibility of Finn Balor versus Shinsuke Nakamura. That's it so far. The only ain't seen nothing of Mustafa Ali, ain't seen nothing yet of like a Buddy Murphy. Definitely won't be seeing Bray Wyatt now, and definitely we will not probably be seeing Aleister Black either. So, but yeah, but Finn Balor Nakamura is actually the only exciting thing to come out from the show. I would have been more pumped for if Nikki Cross swerved us, and it turned to be Nikki Cross who got the title match instead of the goddess Alexa Bliss. But it's Alexa Bliss. But it will be Alexa Bliss who has got the title shot at Extreme Rules, a rematch against Bayley, which is just as bad. It is just as bad, and they are just basically are they just doing these last matches to be the same before they head into SummerSlam and Survivor Series and that? Because I am hoping for fresh matchups come like SummerSlam. I am hoping for fresh matches come SummerSlam. I really am. you know, I'm sort of glad I'm not, you know, it's just one of those things, it's going to be Ember Moon now against um Liv Morgan, is it? No, man. I think the Riot Squad have been kept off TV because one of the Riots is injured. Yeah, Ember Moon is in action next anyway. And then it's just going to be that 2 out of 3 falls main event. Dolph Ziggler against Kofi. Ziggler wins. He goes to Extreme Rules. Hopefully he loses. And then it'll just be Samoa Joe against Kofi Kingston, which has to happen. If the SB for WWE is probably going to go to Roman Reigns instead of Becky Lynch, Ronda Rousey, or Kofi Kingston. But here comes Ember Moon. Someone who had so much promise as well, Ember Moon. She has just slowly been ruined as well. That's it. She faces, I think, Sonya Deville next anyway, Ember Moon. Dallas, Texas is where they are going to be next week. Well, Raw next week. But in her home state of Texas next week, SmackDown Live will be in San Antonio, Texas. A nice brawl last week from Ember Moon and Sonya Deville. Yeah, Sonya Deville on her way. But anyway, it's Ember Moon now against Sonya Deville. Oh, what a move that is. She pins Ember Moon. Sonya Deville beats Ember Moon. Oh, it's Aleister Black again. Someone has just knocked on Aleister Black's door. But who is it? Will we find out today? Probably not. We won't find out until next week. That was actually not a bad. That was actually a bad promo from Aleister Black. To be fair. Will we find out tonight who knocked on Aleister Black's door, or are we going to have to wait until next week to see who knocked on the door? It would be good to find out tonight who, if anyone did knock on the door. Would be good, but I don't think someone is. But I don't think we will find out who knocked on the door tonight.
I'm good home modular furniture.
I don't think we will find out, to be fair, but
Good home, always
who
simplified.
knocked on the door
Find it at
of Aleister Black?
At last,